Well, g'day curd nerds. Today we're doing a taste test for Graviera. So this Graviera is one I've made myself, and it is has been aged for 5 months in plastic, and I did add LPRA as a protective culture to this one, just to make sure that I didn't get any unwanted mold growth on the outside. I did have it outside for a little bit in a ripening box for about a week or so, and then I decided to vacuum pack it anyway. So it is a Greek style cheese, one of the few cheeses that they use for the dish Saganaki, and which just means a small frying pan. And they fry up the cheese with a bit of flour and some olive oil. And in some places they put a bit of ouzo in and set the ouzo on fire and say funny Greek words. Anyway, a lot of people have been waiting for this one. I've had a few people ask me where is the taste test for Graviera. And as you know, I called it Gaviera in the first instance, just as a bit of a joke, seeing my name's Gavin. All right, so pulling it out of the bag, there's no moisture per se. It smells good. It's actually got, would you believe, incredible. On the outside, it's got some calcium lactate crystals on it. Let me just see if I can capture that. So you can see these crystals here on the outside. On the surface, they're definitely, it's not the cheese itself, definitely crystals that are grown. A little bit on the outside as well. But because the bag had puffed up, I think the seal was broken. Little tiny bit of blue mold growth there, Penicillium roque 40. So it won't change the flavour or anything, but certainly these cheese crystals will, and that'd be an amazing thing. So let me just get rid of the bag. So let's cut into this cheese. The Greeks used the same sort of method as the Swiss do for their Alpine style cheeses for this one. Which is probably why we got crystals. It's fairly hard. If I remember rightly, I used Thermo B as the starter culture for it. And let's have a look. Yeah, look, a little bit of late blowing. Well, it's not late blowing, it's just a little bit of eye development. There's no late blowing there because it'd be a fissure down the middle and it'd be all puffed up. But it's not, which is great. Smells good too. It's a little bit crumbly. Well, that's probably just from the knife, but the crystals are all over my fingers. So let's just cut this into quarters. And yeah, it's a fairly firm cheese, which is good. A little bit of crumbliness there, not too much. All right. Now if I cut it, it may just crumble. Oh, not too bad. Kind of held its shape. We'll do another one. This is a really sharp knife, by the way. There we go, there's a couple of good bits. Nice bit there. Once again, I'll get rid of these crystals on my fingers. Whoop! So it looks pretty good. I'll get a couple of crackers, but don't normally do this. Now I'm not gonna fry it up because it's quite crumbly. There's the bend test. Kind of breaks straight away like a well-aged cheddar. Yeah, I think that'd flour up and you'd be able to fry that without it melting too much. You have to be pretty quick. Thicker piece is obviously better, but let me just have a proper taste test instead of that sneaky little one I just had. There's a little bit of acidity there, a little bit of sharpness, which is good because from what I remember, I did have some of this quite a long time ago, and it did have that flavour. So a little bit of, certainly bold in the mouth, earthy notes. It's stronger than Gouda, but not as strong as vintage cheddar. So it's in between those two, if that makes sense, from the videos that I've released lately. It is not as flexible. It's not milky. It's got a nice umami flavour to it. Especially those crystals on the outside. You can taste those little, tiny bit of inside, not too much on the outside, more on the outside though. But really good flavoured cheese. This is very good. You know, that's stronger than I expected. As in flavour-wise, a really robust flavour. It's really good. Like I said, there's no bitter afternotes or anything like that, which is, you know, perfect. You don't want your cheese to be tasting bitter. So this certainly does not taste like this. It doesn't have a creaminess to it, which is, you wouldn't expect that for this style of cheese as well. But certainly the flavour, robust flavour, perfect, like I said, for making Saganaki. So just take a few pieces, put them in a little bit of flour, and then in some, just a little bit of olive oil in a frying pan, cook them up. They won't take too long until the flour's just gone brown. Take them out, squeeze the lemon juice over the top. Beautiful. So yeah, delightful cheese. I'll be giving a bit of this away, I think, as well. This is a really nice cheese. What can I say more about Gaviera or Graviera? It is, the Greeks have got something here. It is a pretty good cheese, so I like it a lot. So now that I've fried it up, what does it taste like? Well, apparently, I'm supposed to put a squeeze of lemon on top of the cheese. And then you're supposed to try it. So my very own Saganaki made from my very own homemade Graviera. So very happy. Oh. That tastes amazing. Oh. So that little bit of flour helped make the crust, so the cheese didn't melt everywhere. But that is beautiful, great depth of flavour. Perfect. So if you want to see how I made the Gaviera or Graviera, you can go and check out the video in the end card. And if you want to buy supplies to make it, then pop over to littlegreenworkshops.com.au. Well, thanks for watching, Curd Nerds, and I'll see you next time.